Welcome back to Morning Live. Now, Saudi Arabia, for the 5th year running, will be the host of the 2024 Dakar Rally, and it will be held from the 5th to the 19th of January. The 5,000-kilometer route encompassing a prologue and 12 competitive stages. Now, to bring some context to this conversation, we've roped in a man who has done 20 Dakar Rallies and is a former champion in Giniel de Villiers. Good morning, Giniel. Thank you so much for joining us on Sports on Morning Live.
Good morning.
Giniel, let's talk about 2024 Dakar Rally, because we've heard the announcement from Toyota saying they'll be taking the biggest team yet to the Dakar Rally for next year's edition. No less than 5 cars will be competing. Speak to me about the positives of taking such a large team.
Well, I mean, obviously, we've been going to the Dakar for the last couple of years, and to be going with a team like Toyota is always, it's always a great thing. You know, it's a strong manufacturer. We've got a great car in the Dakar Hilux, and this year, like you said, we're going with 5 cars, so it's a big effort. But it's something I'm looking forward to. You've got a lot of support if you've got that amount of cars. And even nowadays in the Dakar, more than half the cars are actually built here in South Africa. So there's a lot of Hiluxes over there, and it just makes for a really great race, and it's nice to have the South African flavour over there.
Indeed, it makes for a great, exciting race. Let's talk about the route this year. A lot of people said it was really, really tough. And we've heard the organisers say that 60% of the race next year will be a different route. Are you looking forward to that, or are you a bit concerned about that?
Well, I mean, it doesn't really help to be too concerned. I mean, I think the race is going to be really, really tough. They've added a new stage, which they call the 48-hour chrono stage, and we're going to be doing 600 kilometers in the dunes, starting off on one day and then only finishing on the next day. And there's going to be different places where you can sleep, depending on how far you can get. So obviously that's going to add quite a new element to it, and I expect that stage is going to be really, really tough over those 2 days. So I mean, the Dakar is always tough. You never have an easy Dakar, and I think this one, because the guys have been asking for a more difficult one, is going to be particularly difficult. And as you said, always. Although it's in Saudi Arabia, again, they managed to find new routes. So a lot of the stages will be brand new, and absolutely a brand new challenge for us.
Speaking about challenges, Giniel, let's talk to the fact that one of your drivers has now moved across to a competitor, that being in the current reigning champion, Alatia. How much does that change your approach to the race as a driver? And other than the Pro Drive, what are some of the other challenges you'd say you're looking forward to overcoming in 2024 when you take on the Dakar?
Well, the Dakar, the main challenge to overcome is the desert, and that's the biggest challenge. Everyone's got to overcome that, and the race gives you so many different challenges that it's you just really got to concentrate on that. As far as Nasser goes, I mean, he's been a great asset to the team. He's decided to move on and to go to Pro Drive. Obviously we're going to miss him in the team, but we're a really strong team this year, and we're looking forward to fighting against him this year, unlike in the past when he was with us. So I expect we're going to have a nice, great fight. Like I said, we've got a really, really good package this year at the Hilux. We've done some new development on the car and stuff like that. So it's all looking good. So hopefully we can take the fight to Nasser and, come out with a good result in the end.
All we can say as viewers is we're super excited to see how that fight is going to unfold. Let's talk about your preparations when you prepare for a Dakar, because I've heard you before say all you do is eat, sleep, drive when you're out on the Dakar. Speak to me about what goes into preparing for a rally.
Well, the Dakar is a race that it's so long, so you need to have a good preparation, and we pretty much prepare the whole year for the race. We we take part in the South African Off-Road Championship, which is one of the strongest championships in the world. And, although we try and, compete there, we also use it as a testing ground for us in the Dakar Rally. It's basically a full year of training, a full year of testing. We use the Kalahari Desert as a testing ground. We go to Namibia, we go and test there. We've just come back from there, basically spent almost 2 weeks there in the Namibian desert. There's a lot that goes into it. And at the end of the day, you also got to make sure as a driver and a co-driver that you properly fit for the race, because the race is so long. And if you're not fit, it'll definitely catch up to you in the second week of the race.
Indeed. Now, as I wrap up with you, Giniel, let's talk about when you won the Dakar, the overall race. You were driving for a different manufacturer. What would you say are some of the differences for you driving for one of the bigger competitors out in the Dakar now, and some of those advantages that come with that?
Well, yes, I mean, I've been with a few different teams in the Dakar, and, like you said, I can't actually believe I've done 20 rallies before, but like I said, being with Toyota is really a big advantage. They've got a lot of knowledge, they've got a lot of know-how. They're one of the the biggest manufacturers in the world, and it's just such a privilege. I've been with them now for 12 years, and there's one thing that's still missing, and I'd like to give the South African guys a win in the Dakar. I hope I can achieve that. You can never say in the Dakar, okay, I'm going to win the race. You've always got to be humble. You've always got to approach this race with humility, because it can really bite you very quickly. So let's hope we have a good year. But like I said, I'm full of confidence, and we've got a good car. And I'm really looking forward to the race come the 5th of January.
So are we. Just a quick one, Giniel. Is this your last one, or do you still have more in the tank?
No, I think there might be one or two more. So we'll see. As long as I'm competitive, as long as we're having fun, and I'm enjoying it, I don't see any reason to stop. But yeah, let's get this one out of the way, and then I'll think about the future after that.
Thank you so much, Giniel. All the best for the 2024 Dakar Rally. Ladies and gentlemen,
thanks a million. Thanks for your support, guys.
Oh, there he's saying thank you for the support. And of course, at Sports on Morning Live, we always love to cover what's relevant for you in terms of your sporting news. And that's where we'll leave it for today.